So this is what I wanted to open the door at the first floor, and I didn't have it, so I had a hard time to get in. But if you wait for someone to open the door, you can go in, or you can hit the button, and if my friend is out in the east coast of the US at the time when I need the door open, I push certain room number, and then the call goes on, and he opened the door from the east coast. But I don't have to do it now because I have this one, but my friend couldn't figure out, and I looked around, and I even took some pictures of what keys I got, and he realized. So his friend just brought me down there, and it's interesting. I went down there thinking that he's going to be driving this kind of car and this, and then he was in front of me at the elevator. So I was smiling. We shook hands, and I asked him to send the text to my friend. Then I got nervous if it didn't work. So I went outside, and before I checked, I asked someone who was passing by, is this how you use it? And this guy from the building told me how, and it opened. Elevator up, and I push certain button, light up, push certain number, and then here's another thing I didn't know, that you have to turn something in the right direction, and down below is the lever. I thought I didn't have to do this turning. It goes this way and this way, but I finally figured out. It took 30 minutes or more to figure this out because my friend couldn't help me. So I'm getting into the routine. So when I was talking about this to this guy from the building, I said, the world is getting crazy. And he agreed, it's getting like that. It's not just this one, but everything else with this password, that thing that doesn't work. That's not resolved. But today I spent enough time in the brain. I'm gonna take off, go to the beach, and rest. And I know how to get back. I have this key. I will have this key. I remember the combination, but I have it in a piece of paper as well as it's on the iPhone. I can leave the iPhone because I want to swim. So all these things I have to figure out before I go. This is living in the city in Hawaii. I'd rather not to be here to process this. But once you get into the habit of it, I know it's not going to be difficult. But I'm reprogramming myself. That has to happen each country I visit. Little surprise here and there. This is a little heavier one than usual. The best one is like when I was visiting my cousin. She may have picked me up at the airport, or she came down here and picked me up downstairs last time. And once I get there, everything opened up. I'm not in that state yet. Gradually shifting. It's a tricky business. It's not self-explanatory. That's the principle I mentioned in that book, New Shop Floor Management and the New Manufacturing Challenge, Housekeeping Organization. But you cannot have it transparent for everyone. So you have to have a trick. So this is only one conclusion. I thought I'm gonna make a video on this. If you can ask the right question every step of the way, or prior to some incident to happen, that's best if you can. You typically find the solution, and AI can help you. But again, you have to program yourself. I ask lots of questions to visit different companies to figure out what's going on. Top guy, middle guy, job floor, even sometimes customers or suppliers. And in a day, I can figure out fairly easily by meeting maybe 12 people, something like that. Or I may spend first day like that and have meeting to synthesize ideas and nail it down to more of a critical area, and then revisit. And then the last day, maybe the third day, I have the meeting at the top management and middle management and some shop floor people so that I can give my feedback. Like a doctor diagnosing the organization, asking questions, get the idea back, synthesize, put some framework which is written in the book, but for that purpose, for that organization, I share that. So I'm used to do that. Well, I should be able to ask those same questions to myself. In this case, before the visit, because I'm the one visiting, so I have to prepare. And then the incident like this happened. Then ask the question. When the combination didn't work, and that two lever situation, lever and the turning wasn't clear, I had to spend 30 minutes and talking to my friend, but that didn't resolve because he said it's the green light would come up and there was none of that. It was blue light and few other things. This two key, the lock situation was the most difficult one to solve, even though I had visited here before. Whatever happened that I erased that memory. But now, I don't think I've written it down for the future. Maybe I have. It's a standard operating procedure. Maybe I'll take a picture of this and the description of what I shared about how to and the combination and stuff with some modifications so that if it can be only read by me, then I will be secured next time if the same situation I may put into. Convenience is inconvenient, but through that process of standardizing and learning and changing the habit, the human evolved, and the DNA also developed and evolved. And the direction is more toward that. We may live long and be happier, but there's a stress. Stress is given for any living being, from the baby born to learn the language, to learn how to use AI, and start to fade away some of the memories, and be prepared for that, and say sayonara, thank you. And it's your turn to go through it. Our turn, still for my turn. Is it too cumbersome? No, we have a choice. My life, this pattern is my choice. And this situation is kind of special because I threw myself to get into an unknown situation. And I'm not there yet because when I get to the North Shore, in a few days I go up there and test my scenario by visiting to see how I might be able to live. And I don't know what's going to happen. I know I have a bus, I have the ticket or the card, and resolve the bicycle situation, possibly resolve the storage area here or somewhere else for the future, and then go there, prepare that I may be living in the backpackers inn with other people, the bunk bed. Why I do that? I don't know. I just feel like doing it and see how much can be done. So I have to be prepared for security, the locks and everything else to go with it. Life is a challenge. I'm putting a challenge on me to see if I'm still capable. And my track record is not bad. But there are failures and potential unknowns. Well, future is always unknown. And whatever comes out and the process I'm going through, I'll share with you. Because you can choose depending upon what you like to do, but having a reference may help you, and some preparation for that may help you. No guarantee, but I think there are certain steps that we can go through. In my case, I'm repeating certain principle, but in a different environment. Still keep testing. At age 77, maybe I'm pushing a little more sometimes, but we'll see. Because if I don't push, a little bit, and maintain, and use whatever I can, I think that may activate, especially if I can think that I may be contributing something for someone. And that's aligned to what I want to do. So I try to help you. Maybe you help me to give me some comment back. And if people are more interested, then I keep adjusting this, YouTube setting, my platform, according to the needs I feel for myself and reflecting possibly the needs that you may have. So give me some feedback, please, and we'll have fun in the process, really. And for you, for all to be happy. It's a mini all, not everyone perhaps, but it's okay. Thank you.